Hi, my name is Kamal. I want to say like a former activist, organizer. Um, I decided to make this video because, I always want to make these kind of like commentary videos, but I rarely do because there's always so much going on. I don't feel like my voice is that important. I'm not saying anything that a lot of people haven't already heard. And I don't often have the time to do a real deep dive research. I know that's what people are really into. At least when I go on YouTube, I like to watch deep dive research on different topics. But I do appreciate a good opinion every once in a while, and I have lots of opinions. Uh, and so I just wanted to talk about reclaiming things. As a black person, an American, I call myself an African. I identify with African people. And while that by itself creates kind of a standpoint from which to view lots of other things, and there's lots of people with that standpoint and lots of people who may disagree, um, we still face a lot of the same problems, including stereotypes. And so there's a lot of stereotypes that get pushed on us and that are based on some level of truth and or based on complete nonsense, and we wind up having to deal with them. And a lot of popular people have suggested that we deal with them in different ways, either by embracing them or rejecting them, trying to disprove them. A lot of times we try to disprove things. And I just wanted to say, I just wanted to go and take on the stereotype of the watermelon, watermelon and fried chicken to a lesser degree, but watermelon for sure, and say we really need to find a way to embrace that, add that back to our culture, and really shun any attempt to disgrace us or discredit us or shame us for loving watermelon, eating watermelon, and cultivating watermelon. Um, it is an amazing fruit, and it's always this thing that happens with black people, especially black people in America, where other folks, I'm not going to be specific about who, though we get a good idea. Other folks tell us our culture is trash. What we have is trash. What we have is garbage. This thing you like is terrible. Why would you like this? Look at this. Ignorant, you know, right? And and we often fall for it. We often go, oh yeah, why would I like this? It's terrible. This is all terrible. Everything we do is terrible. Things we love is terrible. And that's not true. And they only say that long enough for them to take that same stuff and make $1 million off of it or exploit it for their own purposes. Um, I remember having the same conversation about twerking back in like 2010, and the internet had all these twerkers showing up. And sometimes it'd be a little weird to be like some little girl in her room, and then sometimes it'd be like a grown ass woman, and sometimes people just be playing around doing weird stuff. I used to think this one particular twerker, Caramel Kitten, twerking at the library was the funniest thing ever. Making it clap at the library. Everybody gotta tell you to be quiet. Uh, but people saw it as nasty, as gross, as disgusting. They had all types of choice, terrible words, and so many black people shamed many black men. Let me be specific about that one. Shamed many black women about twerking and learning to twerk, whether or not they're teaching their daughters to twerk. It became this nasty, terrible thing for black women to do. Only for the Russian women to turn around and go viral doing it. Only for some blonde haired, blue eyed white woman to make six figures on her social media doing it. And the birth of the influencer age began. So I think the same thing happens with us in watermelon. I think my understanding of watermelon is it's a super fruit. Um, that we grew watermelon after we left slavery, being enslaved, forced labor in America. We grew that and was able to sell it ourselves, and for some of us, it helped us to grow and to create some independence. And that's why we got shamed for watermelon, because we were able to support ourselves through the growth of watermelon. People in Africa eat watermelon. It's a staple of many a black diet to have watermelon because it's good for you. And this isn't to say that if you don't like watermelon, if it's not your thing, that you're less black or anything. You can't define blackness by one particular thing. But I'm saying, uh, when Facebook throws up the watermelon as part of the Juneteenth celebration, it seems a little offensive. But the reality is, watermelon is good for us, and we should not let them, even in their sly, slick way, try to shame us for for such a wonderful fruit and being smart enough, intelligent enough, courageous enough, adventurous enough, um, all the enoughs to understand a good thing and use it. And so, happy Juneteenth to you. Happy Father's Day to the fathers out there. And if you black, you go enjoy yourself a piece of watermelon, a slice of watermelon, eat it right in their face. Eat it on the train, eat it on the bus, stop your car, park, slice up a piece, eat it, go buy something from the watermelon man selling it at the fruit stand, and you enjoy your day. Peace.